I'm live. Where's my fucking hat? Ah, shit, my hat's in the other room. Oh, well. Hat is in the other room, bro. Oh, you can't hear me, probably. There we go. Bring the mic into the situation. I need my fucking hat, though. Look at me. I look like a fucked up George Costanza. What's up, Hannibal Monty? I figure that's Monty. What's up, Monty? Well, you are Hannibal, according to G-Man. You are Hannibal. Well, I don't know if you know what happened last night, Shanny. I mean, oh, fuck, Missy, sorry. I got Shanny on the brain. Sorry about that. G-Man came on the DP, and he went full transphobic, literally talking about murdering transgender people. I mean, he literally talked about murdering people. You're talking about that shit tomorrow. If you need a guest, I'm available, Monty. I don't know nothing about Brett. Brett had nothing to do with what happened last night. And the only reason I put Shanny in the title because they're talking about it today. I watched it. Of course, they're not going to let me talk in their chat room because they got me blocked. But Shanny claims to be LGBTQ, and yet she was up there defending G-Man today with G-Man. How are you going to claim to be an LGBTQ person and absolutely defend what G-Man said last night? What G-Man used to be a lol cow to me. After last night, G-Man is a piece of shit to me. He literally talked about murdering a transgender person last night. What did you mention last night? Yeah, he literally talked about beating a transgender person to death. He mentioned setting them on fire. And I will give Shanny this much. Shanny said earlier on her stream, she said, G-Man, will you at least apologize for saying that? And he didn't. He did not apologize. Yes, he said it over and over again. We gave him a chance to we actually gave him a chance to change what he said, and he doubled down on it. Yes, we give him many chances to backpedal, to say I didn't really mean it, but he kept, like I said, he doubled down on the shit, which was, and I got mad, as y'all can tell. If you watched that show last night, you could tell I wasn't fucking playing. I was pissed. I was angry. My mother heard it. So this is something I didn't talk about last night. My mother heard what he was saying. She came to the doorway. My mother was pissed, man. And my mother, who believes in God, said that man claims to believe in God, and he's talking like that. He's talking about murdering someone. I mean, it was out of control. It was out of control. Billy, who was trying to play devil's advocate for a minute, when G-Man started doing that shit, Billy was like, fuck. He backed up. Billy was like, no, ain't no way I can, go along, defend this shit. And like I said, I used to look at G-Man as a lol cow. I don't no more. I don't look at G-Man as a lol cow anymore. He's a pile of shit. This man needs to be ridiculed at every point because What he said last night was not funny. It was not goofy religious shit. It was threats of murder. Yeah, so it was really bad. And I went live after the show for about an hour here. And by the way, I appreciate everybody who stopped by last night. I had a hell of a crowd last night at one point. It was like 160 people, 170 people in here talking. It was a good crowd in here last night. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. And I'm not trying to like linger this shit on, but I sat there and watched that shit this morning with G-Man and Shanny, and I got fucking irate again because this shit really pisses me off because I have friends who are transgender. I have friends who have transgender children. Missy, who's in the chat room, my co-host, a very good friend of mine, she has a trans child. And he talked about murdering these people, beating them with baseball bats, with barbed wire covered over them, and setting them afire and throwing them out. He was beyond disgusting last night. It was, and many people who've watched me in the past have heard me defend G-Man to a point to say G-Man wasn't that bad. G-Man, I always said G-Man was a fairly nice guy. I always kind of defend him. I lost every bit of respect for G-Man last night. That was and for Shanny to claim to be part of LGBTQ and to let that kind of shit on his show and then rail this morning. Fuck that punk bitch. And here's another thing. G-Man is so stupid. I'm going to be in Manhattan tomorrow, Pimpmunk. I'm going to be in Manhattan tomorrow. Show up and I'll kick you. I'll beat you up. I live in Mississippi. How the fuck am I going to Manhattan? It's just ridiculous. G-Man is, dude, he's as low scum motherfucker as all he is. And if I was an arm reach of that motherfucker last night, I'd have beat him down. I noticed somebody in the comment section of DP said, damn, Pimpy went back to OG Pimpy last night. I kind of did. I kind of went back to old original style Pimpy and was insulting the fuck out of him because he deserved it. And Egghead, I know when you came in, I said it was hard for you to get a word in edgewise because at that point we were at boiling point, right? And we had already reached. I had reached my limit at that point. I was fucking angry. He should came to Philly and see what getting your ass kicked by a chief feels like. I'll take care of you. Well, here's the deal. I need to get a hold of Tom because I said, I tell you what, this is what I told him last night. I said, I can't make it to Manhattan. You know that. But I got a friend that can. And I said, Tommy from the Bronx. And he was like, I'll take Tommy. I'll take Tommy. He ain't fucking taking shit. And yeah, I'm clipping the video and tagging Tommy. Well, he's such a dick, dude. I mean, it was beyond. It wasn't. There was nothing funny about what he was saying. There was nothing comical to it whatsoever. It was dangerous thinking. And here's the deal: people who have those kind of thoughts. I'm not saying G-Man has done anything like that. But that's the kind of person that a trans person needs to avoid at all costs. Because if they have those kind of thoughts, then they're capable of that kind of harmful bullshit. If those thoughts are running through that man's head, then he's capable of those actions. You know, it's just, and he wasn't trolling. He wasn't, the WWE shit he was bringing up. I don't know what he was doing there, but it's because we gave him opportunities to back off of it. We to backtrack and say, "Oh, I was just kidding." He doubled down. It was. I was blown away, to be honest with you. I couldn't believe somebody just, because look here, I hear people say shit like that on the internet and stuff. But I never, even though I knew G-Man was kind of an asshole, I never expected G-Man to say something so vile as that. And yeah, I flat out called him a bigot last night. And I don't have an issue with it. He is a bigot. And see, it all started about him disrespecting Monty. And Hannibal Monty, everybody knows this. Those are my boys, right? Those are my friends. I consider them friends. You go, I mean, like, as a matter of fact, when Joe pulled that shit about my dad, Monty and Hannibal was two that stood up and like, fuck this shit. And so I always have respect for them. And when he was disrespecting them, I was kind of, but then he went to the transphobic stuff, and I'm like, God damn. No, we can't arrest people for their views. But people who have views like that and will say stuff like that should be watched, and people should know what kind of people we're dealing with. Because I believe deep down, even some of G-Man's fans, if he has any, would even say, hey, no, we don't want to be a part of something like that. Not all of them, but I do believe that there's people out there that would hear that and be like, oh, that's too far, buddy. Knew this was coming after DP, yeah. The only thing that surprised me about the whole show is that G-Man knows the coronavirus is serious. Yeah, but then he even said that, about not wearing masks and stuff, like an idiot. He's an idiot. He's pretty much a fucking moron. I don't know the exact timestamp, but I'm pretty sure Egghead's got it. Because Egghead said something earlier about clipping it. So I'm sure Egghead's got the timestamp. And probably Spec as well. Spec always got that shit going on. Well, I don't support lynching anybody, but well, I'm the one that brought up Tommy. I kind of did it as a joke because he was talking about me coming to Manhattan today, and I'm like, you fucking moron! I'm in Mississippi. Then I said, okay, I can't make it to Manhattan, but I know who can, and I said Tommy from the Bronx, and then he started talking some shit about Tommy. It was, we brought him on as a low. We brought him on for like, let's pick at this fucker a little bit. But he was like, and I noticed that he said on Shanny's stream this morning that we were bullying him or something like that. It's just some idiotic shit. No, he was, he was all serious, but actually, I mean, I would have got. I mean, I'm not gonna call Tommy and say, Tommy, go beat up G-Man. I'm not gonna do that. That was a joke when I said I was gonna send Tommy. But yeah, it's horseshit. So let me go over here right quick. Oh, I could use some tips today if you want to tip, motherfuckers. I could definitely use it. I need them really bad. I will read your tips out loud. So yeah. Anyways, the most suspended on you gotta hear this shit. Anyways, I did, like I said, I did go live after the show last night. And I had a good audience, and we talked about it a little bit. I was trying to loosen up, and I wasn't going to even talk about it anymore. I figured I'd mention it on the morning wood, but after I shouldn't have went. I knew not to go over to Shanny's fucking channel this morning, but I was bored, and I seen Shanny was live, so I said fuck it, and went over there, and then she was over talking, and then all of a sudden G-Man popped up. I knew that was going to happen because people in the chat room were like, Shanny, this is fucked up. Why would you defend this? Even people that seem to be pro Shanny were like, girl, this ain't right. He was saying that he was going to kill trans people. And, even her friends were telling her no. And then brought him in. And she hates us so much. She hates me, DP, and whatever else. She hates us so much. She didn't want to say, hey, what you said was wrong. So she gave him but she did give him an opportunity to apologize. I will give Shanny that much credit. She actually gave him opportunity to apologize, and he didn't do it. But Rev was all up on G-Man's dick. He was like, dude, that motherfucker's the cuckiest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. Because he's got to know that Shanny and G-Man want to fuck if they haven't already. He has to see that. And he's all up on G-Man's dick. Rev is a bitch. Well, the thing about it is, she claims to be part of LGBT, but yet she won't condemn G-Man, so she's no better. But yeah. So, and I heard Rev, and now these are the people that Rev and Shanny are referring to. Rev literally said this on the show this morning. That's why I listen to people like Von Helton and Brett Keane and G-Man. Von Helton, Brett Keane, and G-Man. That is his squad. Brett Keane, who is the biggest fuckhead out there. But I will give this. I will say this, and I'll say it with all confidence. Out of all those people, out of Shanny for Christ, Rev, G-Man, Von Helton, Brett is the smartest. Brett is way smarter than the rest of them. Way smarter than the rest of them. But for G-Man to say what he said last night was one of the most disrespectful things I've seen anybody say on here. He literally talked about murdering trans people. And yeah, I got mad. I was angry, and I called him every kind of fucking insult I could think of. Because he's a piece of shit. So I didn't have any qualms about cussing that motherfucker out last night. None whatsoever. The clown car posse, yeah, I hear you, Red. Yeah, they claim to be. I mean, look, like I said, this has nothing to do with Christians. That's not Christian. That's not really. Most Christians I know would have cringed their asses off for listening to him say that. They may not agree with it. They may not agree with transsexual people, but most religious people are not going to sit there and talk about literally murdering a trans person. And, it was crazy. So, yeah, and he can't, and see the video that we were watching of him, he was talking about, talking about forgiveness and yet he won't forgive. Like he couldn't he's just a piece of shit. Yes, Red Eye. Oh, Red Eye, you need to go back and watch the DP episode from last night. It was crazy. He literally talked about setting trans people on fire, beating them with baseball bats to death, throwing them out of windows. We gave him a chance and an opportunity to back up, to backpedal and say, I really didn't mean any, and he just doubled down on it. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, and like I said, I used to kind of defend G-Man at times and say, he's not that bad, he's just, but after last night, that dude's a pile of fucking shit. And then he's such a dumbass. Tell me, well, Pimpmunk, you think you can beat me up? Meet me in Manhattan tomorrow. Motherfucker, I live in Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't literally do, but it was but like I said, though, anybody who has those kind of thoughts and that kind of hate in their hearts needs to be watched, needs to be taught. People need to warn other people about that, because if you have those kind of thoughts about beating someone to death with a baseball bat, then you're capable of it. Yeah, it was silly. Come fight me, bro. It's just weird. Let me see here. What's this? What is this? Hey, I hate to bother you, but I just had an argument with. Oh. About? Okay. Anyways, I guess they don't know I'm live. One issue I've always had with DB is how it platforms absolutely. Well, the thing about it is we didn't bring him on there for that. We brought him on for something else, and it just went into that. They weren't platforming him. They weren't giving him the opportunity to be hateful. He just started saying, and none of us on the panel were all against what he said. Yeah, we confronted him. It wasn't, we weren't giving him, it was. He was supposed to explain why he was talking shit about Hannibal Monty, which he never finished explaining. Yeah, he didn't make any sense about that either. I can't believe he thinks he can win against you in a fight. Well, I mean, anybody with half a fucking brain cell knows I would destroy G-Man in a fucking fight, but I'm not gonna physically fight the dude. Because it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm 42 years old. Why would I go to New York to fight someone? But I will warn people about his fucking transphobic ass. So, it needs to be known. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Also, I need to see some tips. Description there's links in the description below. Streamlabs and PayPal, and I will give my Cash App. Nope, wrong thing. In the chat room right now if you want to give that way. So tippity, bitches. And now there's more drama from somebody else. I'm getting texted about some more drama. People just love the dramas. Anyways, I'll have to talk to this person later. I challenge you, man, to a fight in the Thunderdome. I bet you will not accept because he is a fucking coward. Yeah. Yeah. Just sent one from Streamlabs. Oh, thank you, brother. $5. You did indeed. Damn, pimp. I've had thoughts of blowing out fine girls' backs. Does that mean I'm capable of it? Sure. No. Come on. We've all had weird thoughts and shit. But people don't sit around and talking about murdering people, right? That's not something, not the way he was talking. Anybody who watched that show knows what I'm saying. I know Speck and many other people in here last night was in the show last night. They know that what he was saying, it was vile, and it was not. It seemed real. You know what I'm saying? If anybody listened, it seemed like this man is capable of it. It really did to me. It seemed like that. It was different. Yes, Brooke, exactly. His true hate. Those weren't words of somebody fucking around. Those were words of hate. I challenged Pimp and Missy Ann to a spit swapping makeout match at SummerSlam. Okay. I wish he was able to say something. And then, like I said, I'm not an advocate or anything like that, but I like to consider myself an ally in a way because I have a lot. I have several fans who are transgender. I have that's Red. I have always been able to bring in transgender fans for some reason. A lot of male to female trans girls like my content for some reason. And I respect those people because they've always had my back. They've always been there for me. And to hear him say some vile shit like that, yeah, it was like throwing fire in my face. I was truly angry. No, I don't think he was being performative. That didn't sound performative to me. It really didn't. And like I said, I mean, we live in a day and age where you don't act like that. We don't talk like that. Punch in the throat. Yeah, I punch in the throat 3 times. Three times. Yes, here we go. Don't get me wrong. He does believe what he said, but he was also going into detail to piss everyone. Well, yeah. But you could tell in G-Man's tone because I've always said this, and I'll still say this. G-Man is always one that I truly believe he believes what he says. He stands by what he says. He's always been that way. And you know, you've probably heard me say this. I know Missy has. In a way, I always respected that about G-Man, that he stands by what he says. I have literally said I respected that until last night, because I do believe he stands by what he says. So I believe he believes that. I believe he said what he thinks. He said nothing wrong last night. So that's what bothered me. Is I do believe he believes it. And I try my best to stay away from drama. I have for a couple of years now. But I'm not staying away from this one. I'm not going to stay away from this one. Because this is something that I have I may not be the most popular motherfucker out there, but I have a voice. I have a platform to speak up against shit like this, and by God, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, this is one time I'm not walking away from the drama, Red. I apologize. I'm sorry, Red. Daddy Red, I'm Pim. Sometimes you gotta fight to be a man, said Kenny Rogers. And I'm going along with Kenny on this one. Sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. And this is my fight. I'm not walking away from this one. I can't do it. But Jenny, he said he would murder trans people in some horrible ways and various other awful statements. Yeah. This ain't drama. This is dealing with a cunt that needs to be dealt with. Exactly, Red. Exactly. Dude, I was bothered. And if you watched the show last night, you could truly see in my face. I kind of went back and I looked at it. I don't usually do that. I usually don't watch shit that I've done. I never watch shit that I do. But I went back and I seen my face last night. I was bothered, and I'm still bothered. My elderly mother heard what was being going on last night. She came to the doorway, and like I said, she believes in God. She was like, "That's not a man of God." She said, and my mom cusses like a sailor. She said, "That's a disgusting piece of shit," and she's right. What's up, Vlad? Now he threatens violence. He needs a taste of what he is advocating for. Yeah. And and he's such a dumbass though, like trying to act like all bad with me, like come to Manhattan tomorrow. I mean, it was ridiculous. He's just ridiculous. He's a ridiculous person. Props to your mama. She told her like, yeah, my mom does tell her like it is. That's why y'all need a tip. By the way, I got another tip. I got a couple tips. Sorry. Lord Magicus, whatever. This is not how I anticipated my Sunday afternoon going, but wow, what a way to go from 0 to pissed in 10 seconds flat. Fuck G-Man. Thank you. Bob Neiman. The mask is slipping. People like G-Man and Shanny use God to justify their hateful nature. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good point. And thank you also. Keep them tips coming. $5 tip train, everybody. Everybody get $5. That'd be good. Yeah, dude. Like I said, this isn't me bashing Christianity. Everybody knows I'm an atheist, but I don't come on here and bash Christianity, Islam, or any of that. As long as they're not trying to hurt people, I'm fine. But him using Christianity like it's a it's an instant forgiveness chip for him to say shit like that. No, he does have freedom of speech. Let's clear that out of the way. But there's also repercussions for what you say. Freedom of speech does not give you a free ride without repercussions. It doesn't work like that. And so, yeah, I'm going to call G-Man out at every fucking corner. At every fucking corner. Now, I couldn't go, like this morning, I couldn't say anything in Shanny's chat because they had me blocked because they're cowards. Because they know they can't handle a motherfucker like me. So, yeah. And by the way, it does, free speech is not hate speech, right? That was hate speech last night, folks. That was true hate speech. What he was saying was hate speech. Missy, who was in the chat room, has a trans child. Do you know what her hearing things like that would do to her? Hey, Billy, what's up? Go to New York City or you're a coward. Yeah, I know, right? Me and Billy both busted out laughing when he said that last night. Come to Manhattan tomorrow. Dude, I'm in Mississippi. There's a imagine a plane in a fucking pandemic just to go to Manhattan to beat her. And then he also threatened me with Israelites, the black Israelites. He said, you come up to me, I'll have 4 of them beat you up. It was so weird. Like I said, it's disgusting what he said, and I could tell Billy's one that tries to at times be devil's advocate. And he was trying for a second, but then when that shit started coming out of G's mouth, Billy was like, "Fuck that." Billy even said the same thing I said to him. You're fucking disgusting, because that's what that was. That was so bad. That goth nerd donated $3. It's been so long since I've seen a good boxing match. You versus G-Man. Well, now, boxing match, G-Man probably whipped my ass, to be honest with you. I'm old, fat, and slow. A street fight, I'd fuck him up. Anyway, love you, John. Good luck dealing with the freaks and other than that. Thank you, Raise. I love you too, baby. That's one of my really good friends right there. Raising girl, Christian. She's awesome. That's 8th grade. I hate everyone type shit, yeah. When you talk about setting people on fire, you are no better than the cunts and Daesh, ISIS, so Gary can fuck off. Yeah, and I made a point because, he hates it when people call him Gary. I made a point to call him Gary last night. Because that was way past internet characters. We're all internet characters. We all come on here. But last night, G-Man Gary showed a lack of character. And he was spewing hateful shit. It was not good at all. And it was disgusting. And then he doubled down. Then this morning, and I'll give it to Shanny, even though I think Shanny's a piece of shit too. She actually gave him an opportunity to apologize, and he wouldn't do it. But then in the same breath, though, she defended him, so she's no better. The tree. I got you, baby. Pimpmunk uses 3 ball seconds of Morningstar. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see if we got any more tips. That goth nurse. The goth nurse was the last tip. Okay. Yeah, I need some more tips. We need that tip train going. Tip train. Choo choo chug a lug. They are peanuts in the same turd. Yeah, they are. I think I just got a cash app from somebody too. Let me see. Let me see. I did. Where do I see? Oh, is it Cameron Sharp? No, how was yesterday? Pending. Oh, it's pending. Okay. Somebody gave a cash app. Cameron Sharp's usually the only one who ever gives cash app money. She's intimidating by you, missing you. That's insulting to Peanuts. Shanny is so bafflingly horrible inside and out. There's no insult she could give that could possibly resonate. Pill needs a sacrifice. I nominate Gary. Pimpmunk, I took your advice. You told me to treat women like the average person so they would be attracted to me. So I punched her in the face. There you go, Doc. All right, Dad. I sent. Oh, okay. Can I send you a couple $2 donos on that? Thank you, Cameron. I seen that. Thank you, buddy. Madam Pele needs to be appeased. I said peel earlier when I read that. I meant Pele. Sorry. Madam Pele is a volcano. Let me see. Well, what Dot said was definitely a joke. You rock star. I think you're talking to me. Anyways, Rachel Vandermeer donated $3. I support trans people. Thank you. I do too. We all should. I mean, they're people. Why wouldn't we? Right? I mean, they're human fucking beings. Is there bad trans people? Absolutely. You know why? You know why there's piece of shit trans people? Because we're all humans and there's piece of shit in every type of person. So there's also amazing people in the trans community. Amazing people, and I know a lot of them. So it's sickening. It's disgusting. And I felt like Billy and Ben did a good job. Billy and Ben did. And somebody said earlier, why does DP platform them? That's stupid. They didn't bring him on to say that shit. It was a joke. Billy said something about a joke about dating a trans person, and then G-Man went fucking retarded. Excuse me, I'm sorry about using the R word, but he did. There are people born with the wrong body. That's it. They're people. Exactly, Spec. Exactly. They're just people, and I actually do know a trans person that's an asshole. But I treat them like an asshole because they're an asshole. But I don't treat them like an asshole because they're trans. I mean, some would say Blair White's an asshole. Actually, many would say that. Dot gave $5. Come to Manhattan Atheist. There you go. Manhattan, man. Dude, that was so funny when he told me to come to fucking Manhattan to fight him. I'm like, dude, seriously? And don't get me wrong, G-Man would probably fight me. Because G-Man crazy. Which I don't know if they're bad trans people, Blair and Jessica. I mean, they have their ways. Blair's all right. Blair says some shit that I don't agree with. But I don't think she's a bad person. I can be in Manhattan in 3 hours, G-Man. Just saying, me and Tommy about to take a road trip. There you go. Well, evidently I'm a pussy. Because I can't just go to Manhattan. Because, I'm in Mississippi. You think she's annoying as fuck? A lot of people think she's annoying as fuck. Oh, like I said, me and Blair's, I've had a run in or two with Blair on Twitter, but nothing, bad. All right. So, but anyways, Pimpmunk pussy boy will go mad. Pimpmunk pussy boy. I'm a punk ass bitch. That's what I called him last night. I could hear in his voice that did bother him when I called him a punk ass bitch. I said, G-Man, you are a punk ass bitch. Evening, folks. Sort of half here, half working on editing my own thing. There you go, hat man. By the way, let me promote this right quick. Tomorrow on the Morning Wood, we've got Nick, formerly known as Wizard of Cause, and we also got Dirk Cobain. Tuesday, we got Hellbent. Hellbent will be here, a great guest. And Skep Talk Live as well. Another great guest. Wednesday, I'm working on it. I asked Marilyn and Marshall, but I just got an email from them. They can't make it. So we'll try to get some other people on here. You can't just travel 17 hours to New York. You must be weak. Exactly, Penultima. I'm a fucking pussy. It's sad how G-Man lives in the past so much. Well, and last night, dude, I bet he dropped 100 names. I have never in my life seen somebody name drop like G-Man. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But when he said that shit, though, when he said that shit about trans people, like I said, I used to look at G-Man as a low cow. I had a little bit of respect for him for other reasons. But when he's talked about murdering trans people, it all went out the window. There's not even a fucking inkling of respect for that motherfucker. Now, he didn't say anything about you last night, Mel, but he did talk about beating trans people to death with a baseball bat. So, and yeah, you can't mention, TJ and them, and like TJ's not here, dude. Shut up. My friend Boogie 298 drops names too, but not my friend lately. By the way, Boogie added me on Twitter today. He followed me on Twitter the other day. You know what I'm saying? Leafy didn't, but Boogie did. Boogie followed me on Twitter. I know Boogie. I know Boogie. I know Billy the Fridge, but that's not really name dropping. That's like shit dropping, really. Saying, Billy, that's more like turd dropping there. Saying, Billy the Fridge, like a drop of a turd. But my friend TJ, the amazing atheist, he once told me, we don't believe in name drop. He said, Pimp, don't ever drop names. My friend, amazing atheist, he said, never drop names. My friend Boogie told me the same thing. Armored Skeptic and Chew on Head, they told me that. Don't ever drop names. Come to Seattle, Pimpmunk, or you're a pussy. Hey, I've been to Seattle, so I'm not a pussy. I can drop names. No, dude, whether you like Leafy or not, Berserk, what happened to Leafy's shitty. Them taking his channel down, that was kind of shitty. Can you drop names just to say they're sweet boys? Sure. You can sweet boy drop. Need to see more tips, though. Need to see more tips, though. Please hit the like button and share button. By the way, last night after the show, I did go live, and I had a very large crowd, and I appreciate that. And we need to get this audience up to where we were at last night. Hannibal! That's one of my dudes right there. I don't know Hannibal, but I'll drop his name. No, I do know Hannibal. Kevin Smith was in his living room and did a podcast episode. I'm on a few others. There you go. Viva la caca, motherfuckers. There was just, it's funny how he was dropping names. And by the way, the names he was dropping, a lot of the people he dropped, nobody know who the fuck they are, right? That's what's even crazy. Like, me and Billy was joking around with dropping names just now of people, but the names we drop, people know who the fuck they are. Nobody who the fuck G-Man was talking about. I didn't know. I had no idea half the people he mentioned. Yeah, the racists. Hannibal and Monty are racist. And G-Man must not be able to tell the difference between black people because he kept calling Monty Hannibal. G-Man thinks all black people look alike. Good God. You thought the whiteness was your ally. Yeah, he did say that they were racist. Who the fuck is Hannibal and Monty? All atheists look alike to G-Man. And that's his thing, man. Like he keeps saying like we're all connected. Like we all have a meeting on Tuesdays, the atheist meeting. We're all a community. First of all, that is one thing that's all, if you've ever watched anything I've done, you know that I get irritated by the words atheist community. I do not believe in an atheist community. Atheist is not a community. Atheist means you don't believe in God. That's it. Boom. That's it. They're a punk band, the atheist community. But he acts like, and like if you've ever declared you're an atheist, that you have this anti-Christian agenda. It's so ridiculous. Dude, most of the people I know, I live in Mississippi, so most of the people I know are religious in some shape or form, right? I live in the deep South. I love a lot of these people down here. Why would I sit there and bash what they believe in? I don't do that. Now, if they say something really stupid, I'm going to call them on it. Even if we did meet every Tuesday, we wouldn't be responsible for individual actions of the group. That is true. Fuck Easter Island. Fuck the Easter Bunny. Damn, Billy. I got the atheist memo. Eat a baby. Fuck like an animal in public. Set fire to a church. No, Red Eye. No. We eat the church and burn the baby. Don't you know? Shit. Billy and Pimpmunk need to condemn this member of the fat community. Yeah, that would literally be like saying that because I'm fat, there's a fat community. Let's see, do it. I need to see more tips. Motherfucker. Okay, anyways. I will eat the church baby, then set fire to. There you go. But it's just crazy. And then to hear them talk this morning, like I said, I was going to let it go. But then I seen them talking this morning. I was like, I got to talk about it more. And plus, I like views. Wait, I actually do defend all fat people. You kind of do. You're a fat apologist. And I say fuck fat people. Me and Billy's had this argument many times. He's a fat guy that like loves all fat people. I'm a fat guy that says fuck fat people. Billy's a fat supremacist. Damn, Billy's a fat supremacist. He's the fat off Hitler. The self-hating chunky boy. I'm a self-hating chunky. Fuck the chunk. No, I just hate fat people who complain all the time about other people not liking fat people. Fuck that shit. Eat a donut and shut the fuck up, you fat ass. Your anger at G-Man helped me kick Thor's ass and I don't know. Yeah, okay. Kick Thor's ass. Do the truffle shuffle. Do the lick my nut dance. How about that, motherfucker? Lick on my ball. Anyway, see, you don't got me excited. Nobody has to accept fatness. Well, no, but nobody has to sit there and bash a fat person either for no fucking reason. Dunkin' Donuts. I want to have sex out of Dunkin' Donuts. I want to find me this little skinny. See, here's the deal: fat people shouldn't fuck other fat people. I've said this many times. And I know people disagree with me, but listen here: fat people, when they fuck, all they doing is pretty much rubbing bellies, genitals not touching, bellies touching, right? So a fat man needs a skinny woman so we can fit like Tetris. It's called Tetris fucking, y'all. I'm telling you. Tetris fucking. Remember that shit. Pim know what he's talking about. It's Tetris fucking, Billy. Can't fuck other fat people. Oh, there's hacks. I mean, yeah, there's ways for fat people to fuck, but I don't want to see it. And I don't want to do it. That's a lot of work. Lifting things and getting under things. Fuck that. Just give me a skinny bitch, set her on my dick, and we're good. So G-Man said he was going to kick my ass. Well, how this went down, Tommy, let me explain to you, Tommy, how this went down. And hello, by the way. G-Man wanted to fight me, right? And he said, I'll be in Manhattan tomorrow. Well, everybody knows I live in Mississippi. So I made the joke. I said, well, I'll tell you what, since I can't make it to Manhattan, I'll send my buddy Tommy from the Bronx who can. And then he was like, yeah, bring on Tommy. I'll kick Tommy's butt and shit like that, yeah. Or something like that. Something on the lines of that. That's how that went down, Tommy. Pimpy is sexy as fuck. I agree with that statement. That's a smart person right there. Smart person. Fat people fucking is like seeing speed bumps. Yeah. Anyways, G was like, yeah, G was talking mad. Well, see what it was, Tommy. I don't know if you. G was being. He was talking. He was saying some very hateful, disgusting shit about trans people. Talking about murdering them and stuff. And so it all went down like that. Rev and Shanny said everyone that tries to see their apartment will get capped. Okay. And there's in some kind of witness protection, blah, blah, blah. I would try to say, fuck, they ain't no witness protection. What the fuck they talking about? How to pimp even get in this side of YouTube? I'm interested in the lore. What do you mean? How did I get in this side of YouTube? What are you talking about? I don't know. Are you talking about this community? Well, I used. Well, I'm awesome. That's why. Sup, Hannibal? Sex between fat people is like playing with Play-Doh. How did I meet the deep? Well, here. Okay, well, how this went down. Actually, how I got. I was doing atheist comedy videos at one point, and of course, Jacqueline Glenn seen one of my videos, wanted me to do a guest video on her channel. I did it, and then boom, I got noticed by people. And then how me and DP kind of became friends was Paul Zigo seen a video. Well, here's the funny thing: me and Tommy from the Bronx, who did not know each other at the time, during the same day we released a video about Brett Keane, and they both were songs. I did a song, he did a song about Brett Keane, and then Brett Keane did this video about me and Tommy, and then that's how me and Tommy got done. And at that point, this is how I got to be friends with DP. Paul's ego came along and commented and said, "I think I love this guy," talking about me because of the video I did. And then I commented back to me, and Paul started talking, and then I met Ben, and that's how I got started. Because it's funny, because I did a video about the video that Brett did, and I called Tommy from the Bronx Joe from the Bronx. I didn't know who Tommy was, and Tommy knew who I was, but then Tommy like, "Hey, my name's Tommy, not Joe." And we started talking, and me and Tommy became friends. The rest is history, yeah, basically. Pimpmunk is the greatest, you damn straight. That's a smart man right there, too. See? Being called the greatest, being called the sexiest. Billy, you ain't being called that, Billy the Fridge. I am. Nobody thinks you're the greatest. Nobody thinks you're sexy. We all know I can beat you in an arm wrestling match. It happened. So fuck off. Yeah, I need to learn how to start doing OBS again, because I would bring people on if I could right now, but I can't because I'm using the YouTube app. Pimpmunk is a sweet boy. Yeah. I need to see more tips. If y'all think I'm a sweet boy, tip, motherfucker. Bill Free, I have actually touched that donut free necklace of his. It's very cool. Paul was on the Morning Wood, so I assume they all cool. Yeah. I'm definitely cool with Paul and TJ and them. They're my friends. We've been friends for years. Paul was on the Wood. Yes, he was on the Wood last week. He sure was. By the way, y'all guys need to check out the Morning Wood every day, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when it starts. Best show in the mornings. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell, even though it's kind of bullshit. Still hit it. Hit that like button and share button right now. Tell people to come along and talk to the pimpy. And tip the pimpy. We need $5 to 100,000. Every penny I'm getting, I'm trying to save up. Gotta move. Oh, goddamn craziness. Craziness, people. Where the hell is part-time bacon at? I've always wanted to know, is the necklace a real donut? Of course it is. I ate it. He had to go get a new one. He's like, "Stop eating my necklaces, pimp." So I can't help it, Billy. I'm fat. One thing you have to admit, Paul does a good impression of you. No, he doesn't. He does a horrible impression. It's fucking ridiculous. But that's what's funny about it. in my opinion. I've told Paul a million times, you suck at being me. You're not that good. You can't impersonate me because nobody can redo perfect. You can't just do perfect. It's as bad as Pimp's. I do a perfect Australian accent. See, watch. Adi, man. See, perfect Australian. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't do raspy. He does gurgly. I have a raspy voice. I don't sound like this. That's not raspy. That's cracking and gurgly. But that's okay. Hey, I just did the perfect fucking Australian accent. No, man, I love Paul. Paul's funny. He ain't as funny as me. But nobody is because nobody's on my level. Nobody's on my level. My level is perfect. Does our boy still do Kratom? Stay away from. But no, I don't do Kratom. I haven't done Kratom in a couple years. Your chuz wuzzle. Was I? Chuzzy was fuzz muzzle. One thing I gotta ask though, Pimp, why did you tell Scotty not to throw out the pizza? I didn't. And by the way, it was pizza. That's why. No, I didn't ask, can he do that? I said, why the fuck would he throw pizza away in the garbage? It's dumb. It's a goddamn pizza. I can eat that motherfucker. He throw it in the garbage. What the fuck? You don't throw away a goddamn perfectly edible pizza? It's crazy stuff, man. Oh, we got a $10 tip. Yay! From killer your name. Oh, anyways, Pimpy is a sexy beast. So here's my tip. Today in 1794, Western North Carolina declared itself an independent state under the name of Franklin. It was not accepted into the United States and only lasted for 4 years. Thank you for the history lesson and the $10 tip. Keep them coming. All tips are appreciated. That's exactly right, Scab Jesus. Yeah, he threw away a motherfucking pizza. Just call you Kilo? Okay, Kilo. Thank you for the tip, though. Appreciate it. You don't throw away pizza. That's ridiculous. It's almost as bad as what G-Man did. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You love pizza. Well, I love you, Rachel. I love you. I'm a pizza. I say UN War Crimes Tribunal. Yeah, man. That may be a hate crime. Throwing away a pizza, it could possibly be a hate crime. We need to look into that. We do need to look into that. How would you do that? It's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. Damn it. Damn it. Howdy, there's Paul right there. Anyone who throws away a pizza should be sent into Mars mining colony. You damn right, Paul. There's that fucker. He's a fucker. Anyways, Can't eat pizza anymore. I get really bad heartburn. Yeah, me too. But we don't talk about that because I do still eat it, even though it fucks my stomach up. Dude, I'm a dumbass. Like, I have really bad stomach issues now, like really bad GERDs and all that shit. And I know the foods that fuck me up and make me like feel like I'm having a heart attack, but I still eat them. Why, you may ask? Why do I still eat them? It's because I'm a fat ass. That is the answer to that question. I am a fat fucker. You're trying again to lose weight. It sucks. It does absolutely suck because fat people love to eat. When like you skinny fuckers just don't understand. You just don't understand. When you see a cheeseburger, you think, oh, it looks good. That's nice. I'm going to eat it. When a fat person sees a cheeseburger, they're like, oh, goddamn, I got to have that or I'm going to die. See the difference? Fat people's, it's crazy. Did Paul hear what G-Man said? I don't know, probably. A lot of people are talking about it today, so maybe. I don't know. I eat garbage all day, every day. I don't know why I'm not humongous. I don't get intestinal distress from anything other than liquor. Okay. Well, now, thanks. Now I want a burger. I hear you. Dude, I had a burger the other day. My mom made me a slug burger. And you know, y'all motherfuckers probably don't even know what a slug burger is, but they're fucking delicious. If you're from the South, you know what a slug burger is. If you're not, you probably don't know what a slug burger is. Just turned in. I can't believe the things G-Man said on DP last night. Yeah, what he said was horrible. And like I said, it was disgusting shit. Him talking about, literally murdering trans people. He crossed the line. We gave him an opportunity to step back, backpedal, and say, I really didn't mean it, but then he doubled down. He's a disgusting piece of shit. And any kind of respect or like that I may have had for G-Man in the past is completely gone. He can suck every dirty part of my asshole because he's a piece of shit. Let's see if we got any more tips. No more tips. Y'all need to tip more, motherfuckers. Paul's ego's on the clock. Yeah, that's right. I just put Paul motherfucking ego on the clock. What's up, Dev? Damn, I ain't seen Dev. Look at motherfuckers coming in from the past. What's up, Dev? Why are we still talking about G-Man? Because of what happened last night. That's why. How you doing, Dev, you crazy fucking person? Dev's crazy. Just chilling. I hear you. So I'm fat, but I prefer whole grain bread. So people say shit to me like, oh, eating whole grain bread doesn't make you healthy, bitch. Do I look like I'm trying to be healthy with a fried egg on a burger? Damn. Losing weight by going keto is very effective. Delicious eggs, burger, patties, chicken. Yeah. What happened? He made an ass out of himself. Well, he literally said he would murder trans people. He talked about beating transgender people with a baseball bat, setting them on fire and throwing them out a window. It wasn't funny. He was a disgusting piece of shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was. And, he's an idiot. He's a fucking piece. He's a lowlife, dude. Uh-huh. 100% fuck G-Man garbage. Yeah, that's what G-Man stands for, garbage man. And then, like this morning, dude, even though she's a piece of shit herself, a pile of garbage, Shanny actually gave him an opportunity to apologize for what he said, and he didn't do it. He wouldn't do it. As a member of the trans community myself, I'll say he can come try. I hear you, buddy. Yeah, it's something. I mean, that dude, one of my very, very good friends, D, just recently came out as trans. I've known D for years, and D became Deanne. And him making those remarks last night really, because I love D. D's like family to me. D is family. It ain't like family. D is family to me. And when they said that last night, when G-Man said that last night, it really hurt me. It really made me angry. And that's the reason I cussed him out. That's the reason I called him a punk ass bitch. That's the reason I told him he was a piece of shit and told him he was a bigot. And his comeback was, "You're the DP mascot." I was just giving G the benefit of the doubt of just being determined ignorant. I know, recognize him as being entirely malicious. Yeah. D and I recently bonded over Facebook. She and I have similar stories. Well, there you go, Dev. I'm glad you did bond with D, because D does need people that's in the trans community to be on his side, on her side. Sorry, very sorry. Um, I've known D a long time, so it is a little difficult to automatically say her when it comes to D. But I'm getting there. D definitely needs people to be on their side for sure. Uh, yeah, but the pimp memes are funny. Who cares? G-Man is just jealous. People love the pimp. Yeah. What? The LOL, the pronoun takes time. Well, yeah, especially when you've known the person. Like I've got other trans friends like Alexis. I did not know Alexis as a man, right? As a guy. I've only known Alexis as Alexis. So it's I've never made the mistake by saying him when I talk to talk about Alexis, because I've never known Alexis as a man. I've known D for many years as a man, so it does take a little time, and and D definitely doesn't get pissed. Definitely wouldn't get pissed at that. So uh, and I've also, I don't want to say I'm woke because I hate that shit, but I've also been changing over the last month or two. Things have come to light to me, and certain things, certain jokes that I don't make anymore and stuff like that. We can change, and I'm trying. That's why I've repeatedly said my pronouns are he, she, they. Okay. Yeah. You say abolish gender pronouns entirely? I don't know. That, I mean, is really, yeah, well, then how would we talk? How would we refer to someone? I don't know. Right, I'm changing to learn to be better people. Yes, we can learn to be better people. And maybe I don't think I got over the board anger last night, but I was angry. I was truly angry because when he said what he said, my first thought was D. When he threatened to beat a trans person to death with a baseball bat, my first thought was my friend D. And then I thought about Missy, because Missy has a trans child. Missy's in the chat room. She's my co-host on the Morning Wood. She has a trans child, and a child, literally a teenager. I thought about them, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I got angry. I did. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. And I thought about Red Eye, who is a punk bitch. Yeah, I don't know why I thought about Red Eye being a punk bitch, but, I always think about that. The French have gendered language. Everything is gendered. Your sister, yes, Spec's sister. I know Spec's sister. That's actually how I know Spec. I actually met Spec through their sister. I love Maya. Maya's cool people. I actually talked to Maya before I ever talked to Spec. So yeah. I know several trans people, and it's funny because years ago, before I started doing the content creation thing, I never met a trans person. Never did, and I was ignorant to it. I knew about transgender people, but I never met one. And so when I came in here, I started asking questions when I started meeting trans people. I was the motherfucker that asked questions, and some were annoyed, but most were happy that someone like me at that time was willing to learn and was open to it. They were really happy about that. Well, sort of. I recognized Pimp at VidCon and mentioned that, but I knew Pimp 3DP. I punched the clock. You did? You better did. You better did. Oh, shit. What you talking about? You punched the clock. Hold up a second. I gotta wait just a second. I gotta mute for a second, guys. That's my mama, everybody. Hey, baby. You want to see the puppy dog? You want to see the puppy dog? It's Abby. It's Abby, girl. Check the Amazon. You gift the check. Okay. So you paid the clock through the Amazon. That's good too. I like that. Let me see. Rosie, Abby gonna go to. Oh shit! Damn, Paul. Thank you, buddy. I like that. Thank you, Paul. Wow, that's cool, bud. Thank you so much. Apparently, Paul just bought me my headphones and bought me my lighting thing that I wanted for. It's a stand that holds the phone. It's got the lights. It's for my TikToking because I'm a TikToker. I'm a TikToker. I've almost got 1,000. Oh no, I do have 1,000. I almost have 2,000 fans. Sorry, on TikTok now. And once you get 2,000 fans, you can start doing live TikToks, unless Trump kills it. But thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it with all my heart. It does. What's up, Dirt? Now get some glasses so you can see this shit when you set it up. And that's also good for live streaming on the phone. So when I live stream on YouTube through my phone. So thank you very much. And those headphones, oh my goodness. I needed those so bad. Why does Trump want to kill TikTok? Because he's a dick. Something about data sharing and all that. But let's face it, Trump never really said nothing about killing TikTok until TikTok trolled his ass. TikTok is the TikTok Generation Z. You remember the Oklahoma thing? You know, he did the whole fucking rally in Oklahoma. He said there was gonna be millions of people there. Well, they trolled him, right? TikTok kids trolled him. TikTok kids are the one that called and got the tickets and didn't show the fuck up, and he really got pissed off. It was amazing, dude. That was an amazing troll job by the TikTok kids. Fucking loved it. Dude, I got faith in the new generation. See, millennials always kind of pissed me off because I'm Gen X, right? So millennials kind of pissed me off at that. But I think Gen Z may be all right. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So is Shanny still alive? Because I wonder if they've got a hint of my fucking stream and started bitching about me. Turning the freaking frogs gay, man. I blame the frogs being gay on Red Eye. Because Red Eye jerked off into the water. And now the frogs are gay. That's what happened. I would never lie to you people. Yeah, the Zoomers seem to have their shit together. They kind of do, man. I'm not using anything of Shanny, so I don't have to be careful. They killed his semen. They liked his semen. I can't read for shit. I read that as they killed his semen. That would have been better, though, if you said that. The frogs killed Red Eye's semen. Oh, my knee. Money. The most suspended man on YouTube is live. I just seen that. Thank you for tweeting that, Missy. She's live but defending Von Helton at the moment. Oh, shit, really? Yeah, Von Helton's a thing. It's the worst group of people. Shanny, Rev, G-Man, Von Helton, and Brett King. Dude, it's ridiculous. They're a little group. But, you know, they've always been lolcows, and that's whatever. That's okay. But G-Man crossed the line last night by the shit he said. Because when he was saying it, I was disgusted. It was vile. It was just wrong. And it just really, really pissed me off. The clown car posse. Yeah, that's basically what they are, the clown car posse. I wonder if Red Eye is responsible for life because he went back in time and jerked off into the... Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes. Brett is one of the smarter ones in that group. Yeah, I said that earlier. Brett is actually the smartest one in that group. The rest of them are just fucking idiots. Which Brett's an idiot too, but he's at least the smartest idiot. Yes, Brett King. People like that are the reason we need a maximum age to vote. Hey. It's just, and like Shanny claims to be part of the LGBT community, but then she excuses G-Man for saying what he said last night. That's not cool. G-Man is an awful, horrible man. I used to have like I always used to say, well, G-Man's not that bad. You know, he's a lolcow. That's all. But after last night, he's nothing but a horrible piece of shit to me. And with the shit that he was saying, he may have not ever done anything like that, but that's hate speech. That's straight up hate speech. Brett is the same age as I am, apparently. Brett's 42, from what I gather. So, yeah. And you know what? I don't listen here, and I'm about to say something. Brett has said some stupid shit, right? Done. I don't think Brett would ever say what G-Man said last night. I don't see Brett saying like. I honestly don't. He may would, but I honestly don't think Brett would go in that direction and say something like that. What G-Man done last night was way across the line. So, I mean, Brett May would say something like that. I don't know. I don't think so, though. What do you guys think? Do you guys in the chat think Brett would say something like that? Brett's 43, so he's a little older than me. Which I'll be 43 in 3 months. November. Let's see. We need more no. Breaking, get footage of atheist Brett to debunk God believing Brett for LOLs. That has to be made one day. I don't think he would, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did also. Brett usually isn't that brazen and yeah, that's true. Brett said, what's going on here? Just talking about shit John Morgan that had happened last night and other stuff, having fun. And I need to see more tips from you guys. Come on, let's do a $5 tip train right now. $5 tip train. If everybody in the chat room give $5, I'll be all right today. I'll be happy and I'll hug you and lick your private area. Oh. Pimp doesn't look a day over 40. Well, I'm almost 3 years over 40, so. John Morgan's on the clock for $73.18. Can I send you a picture of my tip? No, Arthur. And once again, thank you, Paul's Ego, for the gifts on Amazon. That was much appreciated. And that was a G move, baby. That was a P move for Paul. P move for Paul. Is Missy still in here? I ain't seen her talk in a minute. Missy, I love you. Jiggle your boobs for me. Is Janie still in here? I seen Janie in here earlier. How you doing? I know we had some beautiful women here. We had Scientist Mel up in here. Love my ladies. 50 watching to $5 times 50 viewers, $25. Yes, John Morgan, you can add. That's very good. I'm almost 50. Brett looks old enough to be my dad. Dev, you're that old? I didn't know that. Dev, you're a good looking person though. Dev got the sexiness going on. Dev sexy. You ain't as sexy as me, Dev, but you sexy. You ain't on this level yet. You ain't on this level, but you're sexy. What's up, Aaron Darnell? How you doing? You ain't on this level, Dev. If you don't know who Dev is, Dev's an old school YouTuber. Pretty cool person. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm laughing my ass off. Dang. That's not fair, Pimp. Only Shabby can compete with you. Shabby can't compete with shit. Shabby look like a wet used condom. What are you talking about? I love Shabby, but he can't compete with this. G-Man's 44. Yeah, I believe G-Man's up in like mid-40s, yeah. I am blowing all my money on a subpar blowjob and getting my car fixed. Well, I'll give you a subpar blowjob. Give me the money. Damn. I said, damn. Nobody's doing my $5 tip train idea, and it pisses me off. G-Man makes Shabby look like Isaac Newton. Woo. Woo. 46 spec. Who's 46? G-Man's 46? Is he? I thought he was 44. I thought he was 44, 45. He may be 46. Fuck, I don't know. I know he's a punk bitch. And every time I see him, I'm going to call him a punk bitch. We got $5 from John Morgan. If everyone here donates at least $5, or if we make $250 in tips, I'll donate $50 tip going. There you go. If we make $250 in tips, he'll give $50 for every $5 donated. Now, he didn't say that. But thank you, John. Let's get the $5 tip train going. Make John give me $50. Well, he's older than Brett, yeah. Well, I need my hat. My hat's in the other room. I came on this stream right now. What stupid shit did G-Man say? Damn, I hate to keep repeating this. But G-Man talked about murdering transgender people. Talked about beating them with a baseball bat covered in barbed wire. Talked about setting them on fire and throwing them out the window. I think he even mentioned tar and feather at one point. It was hateful garbage spewing out of that man's mouth. No, hateful garbage spewing out of that piece of shit's mouth. He is not a man. A man doesn't talk like that. A man doesn't say shit like that. A real man isn't so insecure and so filled with hate to speak like that. G-Man's a fucking punk. Who would win in a fight between Gandalf and Spider-Man? Gandalf. It's bullshit to create outrage for attention, yeah. It wasn't tar and feathers. It was honey and bees. Honey and bees. Okay. Well, that part was just goofy. But, you know, G-Man is trying to replace ISIS as the biggest hate-filled wanker on the planet, and it looks like he may get the job done. G-Man is the main antagonist in the Half-Life series. Pimpmunk, I sent another tip. Let me check it out. Thank you so much. Yes, you did. Kilo sent $5. Said, all right, so when we doing the blowy pimpy? Also, today in 1991, the World Wide Web was open to the public for use. I didn't know that was today. I thought that was tomorrow. I read an article about that the other day. But it is today. You're right. Smart feller. I read an article about that the other day. Thank you. He said he'd cover a trans woman in honey so the bees would eat her. Yeah, it was look, it was just bad, dude. It was really bad. And we tried to give him we gave him an opportunity to back up and really say, no, guys, I wouldn't do anything like that. But he doubled down on it, so yeah. How could today be the year 1991? It's 2020. He said he's stupid. He's stupid. He didn't say that. People's attention spans and memory are worse due to the internet, according to scientists. I can see that. Oh, I definitely can see the attention span and the memory still. Yeah, but yeah, I can definitely see that. It makes sense. August 23rd, that's close to the date Skynet went online August 29th. Then again, this is the same guy who said there are no starving children. Yeah, but that was just kind of goofy shit, right? He said no starving Christian children is what he said. But like I said, he's always been a lolcow. Last night that wasn't lolcow shit. That was bigotry at its best, or at its worst. Yeah, that's what that was. That wasn't lolcow shit. That was bigotry. So fuck him. He's a piece of shit. And I will call him that every time I see him. If I see him on somebody's stream, I will call him a punk ass bitch, a piece of shit, because that's exactly what he is. This isn't drama. This isn't drama. This is me trying to call out a hateful motherfucker. Like I said, man, to me I'm not really, I don't do the online drama thing. I haven't done it in years. But if you want to call it that, fine. I'm just mad at the little motherfucker. And I think it's disgusting what he did. Well, we brought him on to discuss a video he did about Hannibal and Monty, calling them racist. Well, I don't know why he would call them racist, because they're two black guys who aren't racist. But he's pathetic, and then they got into that shit. First of all, I did tip. Please check. I will check. Thank you so much. Yeah, $5 tip train. Choo choo. Thank you, Jim. So that would be that's hey, there you go. We're close. John Morgan said if we get to 250, he'll give another 50. That's $10. We're close. I guess, well, if you want to count every tip today, now I have to go through. You want to count the tips before you said that? Because if so, we went 5, 10, 15, 18, 21, 26, 36, 56. 56. Of course, Hannibal and Monty are racist. Remember all the times they call people slurs like, can someone help me? Yeah. Well, Hannibal and Monty are great friends of mine. And, dude, they're awesome content creators. By the way, I don't call people YouTubers anymore because fuck YouTube. They're awesome content creators. And they're also very good friends of mine. Two guys that I respect wholeheartedly. And this is not me blowing smoke up anybody's ass. I've said this a million times before. Hannibal Monty is really one of the only podcasts that I sit and watch fully sometimes. Them and Joe Rogan. And I've got many friends who do podcasts, and I try to watch them, but I don't do it, all the time. I love Hannibal and Monty. They're my boys. They come on my show all the time. We try to help each other out. They are my buddies. Me and Hannibal relate a lot because I think Monty too, because they know that I grew up in the fucking hood, right? They knew I grew up in the ghetto. They know I kind of get. I mean, I'm not saying I understand black people, but they know me. They know what type of person I am, and I respect them wholeheartedly. And when he talked shit about it, it pissed me off. But then he went to the transphobic shit. $194 tips, and I'll tip 50. Okay. Now $194 more dollars, I guess. Coconut says you're playing with fire. Hannibal, Monty, and Pimpmunk are among the best DP guests. I agree with that. And Jeff Holiday. You got to put Jeff in there because Jeff's awesome. Every Saturday night for the last couple of months, I've been on the breakfast broadcast with, what is that? Got the funk. Got that funk. Go that funk. Come on, go. Can we get you back on the shit show? Yep, I don't really get to see you much unless you are on DP or shit show. Yeah, I'm sure Hannibal Monty will get me back on soon. I have a weird desire to see Pimp and Asterios together. Really? Me and Asterios, I think I'm saying his name. We've never been on the same show. You're right. We've never been on the same show together. I'll speed this train up $2 for $1 until we get to 194. There you go. So Mother Coconut says if you give $1, he'll give $2 until we get to 194, and then John Morgan's got to give 50. So every dollar you give, $2. So if you give 5, he'll give 10. Jeff Lacey and Casey Tron are also some of the greatest. It's hard to choose. No, it's not hard to choose who the greatest is. We all know I'm the best guess. That's not an argument. It's Pimpmunk and it's whoever else. Actually, they did a vote one time, a poll on the ODP Reddit of who the best guest was, and I won the motherfucker. That's so. Just saying. It was me. You also bring the most memes, even DFF. They're still making memes. I don't give a fuck about memes. You know who gives a shit about memes? People who try to make them about people. I don't give a fuck about memes. You want to get both of those? Yeah, I love Pat and the other guy. Pat, Fat Pat and the other guy are pretty good. I'm not saying bad memes. I just mean like the whole putting your face on the flag and Clinton thing. They still love making inside jokes about you, and it's all good fun. I don't give a shit. People who give a shit about memes are the kind of people who give a shit about memes. Exactly. I don't give a shit about memes. No, memes are good. I love being a meme. Here's why. Because if they make memes of you or whatever, they remember you. They're talking about you. And none of my memes are fucking like derogatory or mean. It's like me sleeping. Okay? or calling me Clinton Monk, Bill, like, and fuck, I share the Clinton Monk shit on Twitter all the time. None of the memes has ever been made about me as anything I've done bad or anything. The 3 testicle thing, I was born with 3 testicles. Whoa, it's a meme. Fuck it, who cares? So I enjoy the memes. Yeah, Pimpmasippy's not a meme, it's a movement, damn right. Memes are meant to be funny. They're not bad necessarily, just goofy. Remember, the FF guy started the Clint Monk / flag thing, not the audience. It's good fun. You haven't done any egregious shit to make into a meme. No, because I'm one of the most lovable motherfuckers out there. Everybody knows that. I don't do egregious shit. You ask most people who know me through the YouTube community or whatever, they're like, Pimpmunk's one of the most lovable, loyal motherfuckers ever. And honestly, all jokes aside, when last year when I was dealing with my father's situation, I did feel the love. I seen the online creator community, and I felt a lot of love there, and I really appreciate that. I'll never forget that. You love when I fell asleep. Well, here's the deal. I didn't fall asleep on stream. I passed the fuck out because I was high. I was extremely fucking high. So, yeah, that's what happened. Pimpmunk ain't never hurt no one. Not anyway, huh? It wasn't really falling asleep. It was passing the fuck out. Let's see if we got any more tips. Yes. Oh, no, we hadn't. We hadn't got any more. The last one was the one that said tip train choo choo. Remember, Mother Coconut's going to do $2 to every dollar tipped. And then once we reach 190, Morgan will give 50. So there you go. That wasn't a meme. I really did drive in a crowd of people. I never hurt nobody on accident. That's true. Yeah. That shit was infuriating, man. It was gross. G-Man's gross. And by the way, talking about the DFF guys, everybody knows I love those fuckers, especially Paul. Paul's my boy. Paul will always be one of my. Hell, Paul just came in and bought gifts off my Amazon wish list just a few minutes ago. So they may mean if you want to make it look. I love being joked about because it gets me out there. When TJ, who has over 1 million subscribers, makes a joke about me, not in a malicious way, people are going to notice me and come to me. That's fine. I like that shit. Now, if he does it in a malicious way, I'll go to Louisiana and beat his tall ass. I'll beat the fuck out of him. You and Paul have amazing chemistry. Wins the next kiss. Me and Paul, that is something that a lot of people have said in the past, and it's true. Me and Paul do have good chemistry when we're online together. That's like me and Hannibal, like Hannibal Monty, right? I love Monty to death. Me and Hannibal have amazing chemistry. When me and Hannibal are on air together, we flow like fucking crazy. And that's the same way with Paul. The same way me and Jeff kind of have that chemistry. And I love that shit. When you get on together with somebody that you just kind of, flow with, it's fucking good shit, man. Shit. But yeah, I like working with certain people. I mean, I like working with just about anybody, but there is certain people that when you get on together, the shit just flows. What about me and Shabisky? Well, we know each other. Anyway, has anyone ever told you that you look like a white version of Bizarre from D12? No, because I'm fat. Digby? Fuck Digby. Dude, I ain't heard that name in a while. Is Digby the GOAT still around? That's the most important thing to people, being good on stream, how they work with others. Exactly, expect. Exactly. And look, everybody knows there's certain people I don't like. What's up, Azrael? How you doing, buddy? There's certain people online that I don't like. I've had issues with. People know because I'm open about it. Like, you ask me somebody, Rebzion, I don't care for. Everybody knows that. I don't care for the motherfucker. I don't like him. Razor Fist is a bitch. But most people I get along with. What happened with me and Digby? He just annoys the shit out of me. It isn't that I don't like Digby. Digby just annoys the shit out of me. Ramsey's just a little asshole, dude. Joe, come on now, John. Why would you? Joe and son. Joe, I'm not going out to Joe. Joe can go fuck himself, but me and Joe, yeah, whatever. I'll never be friends with Joe, but I'm not hating on Joe either. I mean, Joe said some shit to me that was vile, right? Said he glad my father died. That's some vile shit. But Joe's Joe. Joe tries to be edgy, and so let Joe be Joe. I don't give a fuck. It's okay, John. Like I said, I'm not hating on Joe. Joe can do what Joe does his thing. Let Joe do his thing. I I cussed Joe out when he said that, and I got my anger out after a few days, and I let it go. But could me and Joe be friends? No, me and Joe can't be friends. But I don't think Joe's gonna say any more shit about my dad, and I don't think Joe really hates me or anything. I think Joe was just trying to be edgy, and he went too far. Fuck it. That's the way I look at it. People are annoying. I agree. Let's see more tips. We got we do. We got a $2 tip from Dirk Cobain. Put your mouth where your money is. Mocha nuts, he said. So there you go. Now you got to give. You said $2 to $1, so now you got to give. What is it? Fuck, I'm blank. Okay, 2, 4. Yeah, you're $4, right? Yeah, something like that. Fuck, I don't know. Look, the Rebzion thing. Okay, it all started as a joke. I've always been annoyed by Rebzion. Rebzion said some shit in the past that I didn't like, but then we still, was kind of acquaintances. And then he said that shit about me stinking one time, which everybody knows is not true. And then me and his girlfriend got in an argument on Twitter. I just don't really care for him. I think he's a hypocrite. He jumped on Joey Sparkles from making a lot of videos about Onision, and then 2 years later, that's all he does is make videos about Onision. So he's a fucking hypocrite. But anyways, he strikes me as a whiner. He's a whiner wiener. He's a whiny little wiener. And then, of course, I don't like another content creator by the name of Red Eye. I was trying to think. So Red Eye's really not a content creator, but fuck him. So yeah, welcome to all the new people coming into the chat. How you doing? East Coast Lifestyle, how you doing? By the way, I don't think I shouted you out earlier. I can't really see your thumbnail that good, but it looks kind of like Steve Shives. What the fuck? Anyways, damn, bro, your view's been good lately. Props. Well, in the last couple of days, they've been getting better. As you know, back in the past, YouTube didn't fuck me over, and I used to get like the Pimpmunk show used to have 300-400 people just waiting for the stream to start, and then we'd have 700 to 1,000 people always watching the show. So sometimes a couple thousand. But that was back in the day before YouTube went stupid. Nipples. I've been saying for over a year now I'll be making content again, and then I don't. I hear you, Dev. Thanks for the shout out. I'm shaving after that Shives comment. You're welcome. I remember seeing the Galen stream. Do you ever still talk to him? Me and Galen hadn't spoken in a while, but Galen's, I hope Galen's doing well. Check PayPal. I will indeed. Boland's been coming through with some tips lately. Yo, Boland. Let's see what Boland did. Oh, Boland gave 20, so give 40 now, he said, Mother Coconuts. So there you go. So that's 20. Let's see how much we've got so far. You got 20, right? And we start, right? That's 25, 30, 25, 30, 35, 38, 42, 47, 57, 61, 66, 71, 73. We got 73. $73. So once we reach 190, Morgan gives another 100. I welcome it, but I imagine my material will be beneath him. I have not talked with Galen for a while. I hope he's looking. Yeah. I haven't spoke to Galen in a while, so I hope he's well. I do. I really hope he's well. It's good to see you getting those tips. I saw the other stream the other day when you were feeling down. Yeah, I had a really bad day the other day, and I'm because I'm going through a rough time right now. We've got to move, and I really don't have the money to move. I don't have a place yet. But when I do get a place, I got to get a U-Haul, got to pay electricity, all that shit, a lot of shit. So yeah, I have been going through kind of rough moment, but I'm trying not to dwell on it. But the other day I was having a bad day. You're right. No hate towards Jakehead, but Galen's rant towards him back in the old. That's old shit, man. Pimpology. Hell yeah, bro. 177 to go. Yeah, 177 to go. We need 177. Where the fuck is part-time bacon? Are you egghead? Are you an egghead? Cool? Yeah, I'm cool with egghead. Even though he's a bitch. Now, I love egghead, but here's the deal. I'll never forget the meetup in New Orleans when Egghead flew from Texas to New Orleans, got to the meetup, stayed about 10 minutes and left. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I like Egghead. Egghead's all right. So, y'all keep on liking this stream, keep on sharing this stream. So, and remember, y'all need to like come to the morning wood. I know that it's morning time and stuff, but it's a morning show, and it's good, and you can listen to it on your way to work or whatever. And we got some cool shit happening with the morning wood. You need to check out that intro. Best intro on the internet, guaranteed. I think it needs to be nominated for a Webby. And I'm not even fucking joking. I literally believe we have the best intro on the internet. $137 people watching now. So if everyone donates 77 cents, we will reach the goal. There you go. It honestly looks like an intro to a show on a Comedy Central. Yeah, it's good. It's a good intro. It was done by a great person who is very good at his job. He does this shit for a living. David McGinnis took me. I have a horrible memory. David McGinnis. So yeah, Red Eye was a creative consultant on the intro. When you watch the intro, also remember, look for the hidden jewels, right? Because there's little hidden things in the intro, that, like what the dildo in the shower. You know, when I'm in the shower, there's a dildo over there. What about Audacity? What? LOL, Pimpation Times. I noticed that, yeah, the Pimpation Times, and it's got the Florida Man stories on it. That shit is fire. Yeah, it is. Even Paul said it was a better intro than they had. Really? That's cool. The fence hole. Yeah, that was Red Eye's idea right there. You know, if you look at the end of the stream, right, you know, it makes that little, where basically I stick my dick through the fence and it's censored. Yeah. You completed the go? You did. Damn, thank you, Mother Coconuts. Thank you so much. Okay, now John Morgan has to give another 100. He completed the go, John Morgan. He just gave it. He gave it all that was lacking. Well, you said 177, right? Well, he didn't give exactly 177. Did he? Wait a minute, let me see. Well, he gave 100. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're there. Reflection in the cup of Joe, man. That was my idea to put it in there. It's 150. Yeah, there you go. He gave 150. So was that the? I said 50. You said 100. Now I know you said 50. I was fucking with you. 100 would be better though. I love them. Yeah, that was my idea. And I actually told him to put it. I was around the, yeah, that was my idea. Are you familiar with the EFAP? I'm wondering if your take on film would be interesting on that show. EFAP? I've heard of them. So remember what I was talking about earlier. I need to check out that Morning Wood. I talked about the intro, but you check out the show Morning Wood. We always have a lot of fun on the show. We have some good regulars that come on the show. And we have good guests. And tomorrow we got Nick, who's formerly known as Wizard of Calls, and we also got Dirk Cobain, who's in the chat room. And then Tuesday we've got Hell Bent. If you're DP fans, you've seen Hell Bent. He's also been on the Morning Wood before too. But Hell Bent, who got that voice. He's going to be there along with Skep Talk Live. Wednesday and Thursday, I haven't figured the guest out yet, but we'll definitely will. Mahler and Rags, the Morning Wood is relaxing. They've been on DP a few times. Oh, hell yeah, I love Hellbent. Yeah, Hellbent's awesome. Be right back. Got to go feed the chickens. Is that, are you really feeding the chickens, or is that a term for you taking a shit? Knock, knock, knock. Thank you, John Morgan. Cheers for reaching the goal. Thank you, buddy. He gave the 50. He did what he said he was going to do. I said 100, but he did say 50. I was lying about the 100. But now Red Eye has to get 5,000. If you're not still on when we get back, have a good day, Pimp. All right, Kilo. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Coconuts. But remember, guys, we want to see these numbers that we've had today and last night on the streams. We want to see these numbers in the morning wood. And more. We need to keep this shit going. We need to, because, you're on the clock, Red Eye. Yes, Red Eye's on the clock. Red Eye hasn't paid the clock in a while. He needs to either suck my dick or give me money. It's up to Red Eye. It's up to Red Eye. Oh, okay. Sorry, Mama. My mama just said I better stop talking ugly to Red Eye. She loves Red Eye. She hates it when I pick on Red Eye. Good seeing you too, Dev. Come back, man. Hey, man, hit me up if you want to come on the Morning Wood sometime. We'll definitely bring you on the show. My mom makes me mad because I like picking on Red Eye. Picking on Red Eye is fun, but she won't let me do it. Yeah, thank you, Mother Coconuts. Thank you, John. Yeah. I've been going a little over 2 hours. I usually only do 2-hour streams, but I'm having a good day, having a little fun. You should keep doing this late show and the early show just so you get different types of viewers. That's not a... Well, I've thought about doing like a night... me and Shabisky's been talking about doing a show on each other's channel. I do a show on my channel at night once a week, and he does... And we do one on his channel once a week. So, yeah. I mean, we've always known that if I do the shows at night, I could get more viewers. But there's so many people who do a show, and I like to do a daily show. And I like the idea of doing a morning show. I love that. And I want to build it up. And we're going to build it up. And even if you can't watch in the mornings, you could always go back and watch the recorded show because we're awesome. And I'm also working on how to get on other platforms. We're on other platforms, but we're on Twitter, we're on DLive and Twitch. The show runs everywhere, but we're trying to get on iTunes and maybe other places. So me and TJ are still friends, yes. That's cool, Red Eye. Even though you're not wanted anymore. We don't want you, Red Eye. We do not want you. No, I'm joking. I love you. So, yeah. I hope Shanny and G-Man learned something from my videos. Did you do some videos, Wiser Productions? By the way, look, anybody in here who is a content creator, right? If you are a content creator, you can contact Missy or me. You can contact me on Twitter, but I prefer you contact Missy and let her know that you'd like to be on the show. She will get me some of your videos. I will watch them, and we'll see if you are fit for the show. I like bringing on new guests. So if you want to be on the show, hit us up. Anybody in the chat room who does content. Not guaranteeing you a guest spot, but most likely you will get a guest spot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm going to do my own morning show. It will be 5 minutes long, and I will read poetry written by militant lesbians. Cool. You started creating content? That's cool, John. I'm going to get you on the show at one point, John. I promise you. I got big ass. I'm entering content creator status. That's cool. That's cool. I need to make 20 more bucks. So I'm trying to like see in my mind right now. I'm working my bills out. No, we've done good. I thank you guys. I really do. I'm going to be leaving pretty soon, so because I did 2 hours and 16 minutes. However, if somebody tipped $125 right now, I go another hour. No, I'm joking. I know nobody's gonna do that. I was kidding. What about you? What about you, mother coconuts? What's about you? Anyways, guys, I'm about to go. I appreciate the likes, the tips, the shares. The shares, then the tips. The tips are very important. And also, thank you once again to Paul's Ego for stopping by in the chat room and buying those 2 gifts. 2 gifts I needed very much. My headphones and my little lighting kit thing that I wanted. I appreciate that very much, Paul. Just a background story. Okay, I'm a former ordained pastor and have evangelized to many different religious groups. I am appalled by their behavior. Cool. At one point, I was a preacher in my life, so I'm an atheist now, but I'm not an atheist content creator, but yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks once again. Appreciate you all very much. Love you. Make sure to check out the Morning Wood tomorrow. We will see you then. Bye. Thank you, Brooke.